not just the cover-ups, not just the lies, but the whole system heal. 62% of the British public believe that survivors should be involved in deciding how institutions respond when a scandal causes harm. Giving real power to the people affected by the institutions who have caused the harm. Giving real transparency so that everyone can know what has happened. We don't want more inquiries that take years. We don't want more apologies that change nothing. We don't want more procedures. We want solutions. Because this isn't about revenge. It's about doing things better so that we make the changes we want to see. We know that Parliament is debating the Public Authority Accountability Bill because it passed its second reading yesterday. That means that we'll be debating the duty of candour. There's a limited amount of time to fight for this office. There's a limited amount of time for survivors to have an impact here. And so Address the Harm campaign is a home for survivors of all scandals of institutional harm to come together and to say we need this independent body. We need this independent body to give us a voice when we're not being heard, because we are stronger together than we are apart. Together we can address the harm that we are facing in our public service. We have all the power so that the corruption can stop.
I'm angry, and I tell you how angry I am and why. My father is a 3-time convicted child sex offender who is back out into the community for a 3rd time with an offending history spanning 5 decades, and if that's not bad enough, he's an associate of Joey Savile.
Oh no!
Isn't it 3 strikes and you're out? Really? Are we really letting serial sex offenders out back into our community with no protection, no money, no safe house? Are you really going to chemically castrate them all and think that we're going to be happy with that, and that you're going to send them out into our community and say, yeah, well, early release. Well, at least we saved money on the overcrowding of prisons. It's disgusting. It's about putting profit over people.
Absolutely.
And we're not having it. For all of the ways that social services abandoned us.
So my name's Leah. I've come here outside Scotland Yard for a variety of reasons, not only to protest police corruption, but the corruption of all public services, ranging from the government to the NHS. That's specifically why I'm here. My mum died 10 years ago next Thursday. She was failed by every service I could possibly think of, her local authority, the police, the NHS, the government, everyone. She experienced emotional, financial and at times physical abuse, and ultimately she ended up losing her life as a result of severe medical misogyny. 10 years later, I find myself trying to navigate the East London psychiatry service, where I've been labelled hysterical, screamy and shouty, amongst other childish and pathetic words, by senior psychiatrists and admin staff, and that is why I'm here protesting. Honestly, the stories that I've heard today are extremely overwhelming, but honestly not surprising. I can't believe what some of the survivors and victims here have been subjected to, and it just feels like the police and all of the public services that are supposed to protect us continuously get away with hurting people, whilst blaming it on immigrants and vulnerable people, working class people, immigrants. They keep everyone divided, and that's why I'm here. I want to show everyone and speak up for everyone and say that we shouldn't be divided. We should all be speaking up for each other. We should all be together, giving voices to those who can't speak for themselves, telling the stories of those who aren't here to tell their own stories. And I just hope that protests like this can bring people together and show people that we're not scared, and that we will be, speaking up now and for the rest of time until it changes. I hope to see my outcome from all of this would be that people unite, and women especially can live in a world where we're not subjected to harm by public services that are supposed to help us. Personally, I would like to see the government overthrown. I don't think we need a government, but I just really want people. I think the first step is for everyone to unite and everyone to be together, and that is the only way we are going to tackle these problems.
By the justice system.
Yeah, my name's Izzy Vine, and I organised this march to protest against corruption in public services, from police to NHS, family courts, social services, etc., and to protest against institutional harm. Yeah, we had some incredible speakers. We had Pelham Spong, who's a survivor of Mohammed Al-Fayed and his brother's abuse, Harrods and Ritz. We also had Leah Brown, who is trying to establish a independent body for public service accountability, addresstheharm.org. We had Sophia, who's a survivor of institutional harm from the family courts, and other speakers. And to achieve, I guess, just get everyone together in solidarity to say we've had enough. These services are just a law unto themselves, and they fail the public instead of safeguard the public, and I'm fed up, and so are a lot of people. Yeah, none have been planned at the moment, but I will definitely be doing some more. To achieve, I guess, just make noise. That's all we can do, standard bog people. We don't have much power in this dodgy world, so if we can all just stand around and share our stories and show solidarity outside, buildings like today, New Scotland Yard, that you can't just trample over us and let us down. I guess that's all I can achieve or hope to achieve by this, and maybe the pressure will ignite some sort of change and maybe get some sort of MPs off their arse and doing something about this too. So I really hope one day that an independent body will be created to investigate corruption and complaints into public services. It doesn't make sense that they mark their own homework, from the police to social services to the NHS. That's not accountability, that's cover-ups. Should be completely independent. And I think we should have a national police misconduct body that publishes all misconduct records from staff and officers, not just gross misconduct from officers, because there are a lot of dodgy people within policing, and it's violating to think that when we are in our most vulnerable moments as victims of crimes or speaking with the police, that we're just given anyone and we don't know anything about them. I mean, that's violating. No, just I'm an ex-Met Police dispatcher who got a front row seat ticket to corruption and misogyny, sexism, racism, the whole list. Tried to do something about it. The system stopped me, and now I'm shouting about it, and I'll continue doing that no matter the obstacles.